Okay, today we're going to solve this problem here. This problem is especially focused for class 9 and class 10. Now I'm going to solve this problem, and this question will carry 5 marks if it comes in your examination. Now with this information provided, you have to solve for this equation. Means you have to get the value of x here. So here we have that minus 1 plus p plus q equals to minus r. Now from here I'm going to get the values of few terms here. Now if I get this minus r before the equals to, it becomes plus r. So I'll have here that p plus q plus r equals to, if I take this minus 1 after the equal to, it becomes plus 1. Now from here I can get the value of p plus q. The value of p plus q will be 1, plus r goes back and becomes minus r. I can also get the value of p plus r. It is 1. So if I take this plus q after the equal to, it becomes minus q. And similarly I can get the value of q plus r. Now from this q plus r, if I take this plus p after the equal to, it becomes minus p. So I have these values here. I have the value of p plus q, I have the value of p plus r, and I also have the value of q plus r. Now I'm going to start my problem from here. Root under x minus 1 minus. Now I can keep this inside the bracket and make it q plus r this way. And at the same time I can divide by p, distribute in this way. I can divide by p in this way, because let's look one example. If you have 1 by 4 plus 6 by 4, then we can write in this way. We can take LCM 4 and 1 plus 6 will be same. The step that I have done here is just reverse of this step, just reverse of this one. The reverse of this will be 1 by 4 plus 6 by 4 in the same way. Now this denominator p, I have distributed it in this way, just the reverse of this step. Now I will follow the same thing here. So I have x minus 1 by q. Now here if I keep it inside the bracket, it becomes r plus p. If I keep this inside the bracket, now I can give this divided by q to this term separately, and I will do the same thing here by r minus, let's forget it, p plus q divided by r equals to 3. Now I can keep the terms with x minus 1 on one side. So I'm keeping on the terms with x minus 1 on one side. X minus 1 by p plus x minus 1 by q plus root under x minus 1 by r. Now rest of the term on the other side, I have here q plus r by p minus r plus p by q plus, sorry, it's minus here, p plus q by r in this way here. Now from these three terms I can take root under x minus 1 common. I can get this root under x minus 1 common. Now after taking root under x minus 1 common, I will have left here 1 by p plus 1 by q plus 1 by r. Now here I can substitute the value of q plus r, p plus r, and p plus q here. Now q plus r is equals to 1 minus p by p. Similarly r plus p can be written as 1 minus q by q, 1 minus q by q, and in place of this p plus q you can write here 1 minus r by r is equals to 3. Now keeping this same, 1 by p plus 1 by q plus 1 by r, I'm keeping it same. Now here, now I can remove the bracket. I can do in this way. I can divide this p in this way, 1 by p minus p by p, as told earlier. This the reverse of this step. Now this will also be 1 by q minus q by q, and this will also be 1 by r minus r by r. What have I done here is I have distributed these denominators here, and you can do this when you have minus or plus sign in between the numerator. Okay, 1 by p plus 1 by q plus 1 by r as it is. Now I can remove the bracket here. I can write here minus 1 by p, minus minus will give you plus, p by p will give you 1, minus 1 by q, minus minus will give you plus, q by q will give you 1 as well, Similarly, minus 1 by r minus minus will give you plus, and r by r will give you r by r will give you 1 as well. Now x minus 1 by p plus 1 by q plus 1 by r as it is. Now here you can keep the terms in this way. Here you can write here minus 1 by p minus 1 by q minus 1 by r. 1 plus 1 plus 1 will give you plus 3 is equals to 3. Now you can take this plus 3 after the equal to make it minus 3. 1 by p plus 1 by q plus 1 by r. Now from these three terms here, I can keep these three terms, let's talking about these three terms, inside the bracket to change their sign, and then I can change their sign. Now this plus 3 go after the equal to make it minus 3. So 3 minus 3. I got this plus 3 here to make it minus 3. Now from these two terms, from this and this term, I can take this portion as common. So I am taking 1 by p plus 1 by q plus 1 by r as common. Now what I have left here is root under x minus 1 is equals to 0. Okay, because 3 minus 3 will give you 0. Now when this term goes after the equal to, it becomes divided. When this term goes after the equal to, it becomes divided. Why? Because this term and this term are multiplying each other. So when this term goes after the equal to, it becomes divided. So being divided means 0 divided by anything, any numbers is also 0. So that's why it's 0 here. Why? Because this term goes after the equal to be divided. So 0 divided by this term will give you 0. Now in order to remove this radical sign here, we can do squaring on the both side. So on squaring both side, I'll have here root under x minus 1 whole square equals to 0. So this will for the 0 square is also 0. So now I will have here x minus 1 equals to, okay, 0 square is 0, square and square root get cancelled, and finally solving one more step, I'll have the value of x as 1. Hope that it's clear.